Hi everyone, I'm Wilsonator, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build a trap base that I've designed that I'd like to call the Diamond. Alright, so to start building this thing, you're going to want to find a fairly flat piece of ground. It doesn't need to be that big. It could just be something like this. And you want to build one square foundation, kind of low to the ground like so. And then you want to build a triangle foundation next to it like this. Reinforce the triangle to stone. And then build a couple of walls and a floor triangle. Reinforce those to stone as well. Then place your tool cupboard inside this floor triangle. Authorize yourself. And then build a twig wall. Do not reinforce this yet, but reinforce this stone piece here. Build walls there and there. Reinforce those to stone. Now grab a large wooden box, rotate it once, and just position it right in that corner there. And then you can remove this wall. Place a code lock on the large wooden box. Set yourself a code. Now you can build a wall there again and reinforce it to stone. And just rotate it so that the hard side is facing towards the inside of the base. This is very important. You don't want them to be able to see the code lock, so just make sure that you place that correctly. Next, you just want to build some foundation stairs and build a triangle foundation. Demolish the stairs and then build a square foundation in their place. Put a doorway here and put a wall right there. Reinforce that to stone and reinforce that to stone. And also reinforce the floor to stone. Next, you're going to want to place a foundation here, and you want to build triangles here and here. And then you want to build the same thing on the other side, foundation there, triangle, triangle, and then place a wall right there, and place another wall right there. Demolish these foundations, you don't need them anymore. Rotate this wall, and rotate this wall. Now go inside the base, reinforce foundation, and then reinforce both of these walls up to stone. And that's like the raised foundation done. Alright, so your next step is you want to place a floor frame. You can upgrade this to anything. I recommend metal though. I recommend metal just because it makes it easier to get in and out of the trapping area. But you can upgrade to stone if you want. It's fine. And then you just want to place a ladder hatch. Make sure that the ladder is opening down in front of the door. Like this. That's very important. You need to make sure the direction is correct. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to trap anyone with this. So next, you can just place a floor right here. Reinforce that to stone. And what you can also do is place a wall up here like this. This is important. You want this wall, reinforce that to stone as well, and then place a floor triangle in there, reinforce that to stone, and then just build two walls and then build the remaining walls around the structure, and then just reinforce all of those to stone. You can just put a roof on this thing and reinforce that. So the next step is you want to place another floor frame here, reinforce that to metal or stone or whatever you want, and place a ladder hatch within it. Put a code lock on that. Next, you just want to put a wooden door with a key lock on the doorway, like so. And then you just want to place another box just here against this back box. You also want to place a couple of furnaces down just to make it look more legit. And you can also use these yourself if you're planning to live in it. Although I don't recommend it, you'll probably be raided pretty quickly, because these sort of bases do piss people off. So I recommend building another base separate and then building this to trap people and get their loot, and then just transport their loot back to your main base. So next, we're just going to add some of the things for you to use up here in the trapping area. We're going to get this bed, and we're going to place it down just against the back wall, like so. Try and make sure it's right up against it, and make sure that it's kind of as far to the right as possible, because you want to put a box next to it. So just make sure it's like right about there. That should do the trick. And then you want to get a box sort of as far to the right again as possible. Make sure it's angled in this certain way, otherwise you're gonna have some trouble getting in and out of here, like I did. Put a low wooden wall there and just reinforce that to stone. Rotate it, and then put another wooden box on top of it like so. It will stick out a little bit, but that's fine. It's nothing too worrying. And then you want to get a locker. I recommend trying to place it from just over here and push it as far back as you can, and then that way you can get in and out. I had problems getting in and out when I did this in a living in a trap base video because I placed these kind of wrong. But if you place them here, this gap should be big enough to get in and out with ease without having to get stuck every single time. So I've actually updated this design slightly since I did my living in a trap base video, and you can get a little bit more storage in here. So you can just place a large wooden box here, and then place another one here on top of the ladder hatch. You can do this, it doesn't matter. You could probably get some more storage up here, but it doesn't really matter. You can tweak this design to whatever your needs are. As long as the main trapping mechanism is the way it is here, you'll be fine. But yeah, this is the trapping area pretty much done. And to get in and out, it's kind of tricky, but I'll show you how to get in and out. So firstly, you're gonna want to open this ladder hatch, jump up here. Sometimes you can just like, as long as you're crouching, sometimes you can get in here and you can just like move out, but most of the time what you'll have to do is you'll be holding down control, look behind you using Alt, and close the door behind you, and try and jump at the same time. It's pretty tricky because you end up falling through. If you don't time it correctly, you'll fall through. But if you time it correctly, you should be able to jump back up like so, and then you're in here. So to actually trap people, all you want to do is let them kill you outside with your key. Make sure you have some spare keys in one of your boxes up here just in case you lose that one entirely. But you want to make sure that they have your key. They come over, they open the door, and as soon as you hear the code lock on your box downstairs being activated, you just want to open this one, and they're trapped. There's nothing they can do. They're stuck. As long as they're in the base, they're on that box over there, they cannot get out. And then all you want to do is throw a couple of grenades down there, or whatever you'd like. You could probably shoot them up from up here as well, but grenades I found are the best way to avoid dying yourself. The only downside is you'll have to repair all of your deployables and stuff down there. Eventually, because you don't really want these to break, especially you don't want this box to break, because otherwise you're gonna have to try and replace the code lock on it, and that's gonna be a bit tricky. You won't be able to get the placement like this again once you've got this wall here. So, but yeah, this trap base is pretty much done. You can tweak it however you like. I also recommend having a sleeping bag down here that you assign to somebody that doesn't even play the game. Just make it look like that's your sleeping bag. They'll assume it is, and they won't assume you're gonna spawn upstairs. So that's the diamond trap base. I hope you guys find this base useful. I certainly did, and I look forward to hearing your stories about who you trap. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.